What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 15th of July, and darn it, I forgot to talk about it earlier today. I knew I was forgetting to talk about something, man, but on the bright side, we didn't really have anything exciting go on, right? I mean, a little bit of volatility to the upside and then back down, nothing too crazy. We're finding support now, I think, at a prior area of resistance here. Still within this realm of a head and shoulders pattern, but I don't think that it is a head and shoulders. I mean, typically, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but typically the left shoulder is bigger than the right shoulder. And with how long we've been in this, it seems to me as though the right shoulder is bigger than the left shoulder. That doesn't mean that it can't be a head and shoulders. Right shoulders sometimes are bigger. I've seen it happen plenty of times, but typically they're not. And I just don't think this is a head and shoulders pattern, guys. I think if it were, I mean, we'd be going down. But we're finding support here at prior resistance. I think we're about to rip. We're about to see some fantastic upside. I know some of you cookie fiends out there, you needed me to hold your hand and tell you that, so I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you. I saw the comments. A lot of people were, man, I was unaware, and I'm very pleasantly surprised to have seen so many comments for people asking for me to talk about Cookie, because at one point, man, I was talking about this thing day in and day out, and I'd get like 300 views on these videos, and that's cool. I mean, of course, I want the channel to grow. Of course, I want more views, more subscribers, and all that, but I was talking about this thing day in and day out because I want whoever's watching it. I don't care if there's 300 views. I don't care if I have 40,000 subscribers. I get 2,000 views on one video, 4,000 views on another video. This one only gets 300 views. I don't care. I want those 300 viewers to see this for what it is and get in, and they did. There were a lot of us that got in at that 8 to 11 cent area. I bought in, my first purchase was at, I didn't mean to draw that, was at 23 cents, but we DCA'd down, we bought more here. We're in a really good position, and whenever we started to talk about it like regularly, I feel like people probably got in at a good price, right? And I was hesitant here. I feel like I wanted to call the top here every single day, right? But it just kept moving up. But I definitely didn't sell. We didn't sell. We haven't sold any cookie. We're not selling. No, sir. Not selling a single drop of these, a single crumb of these cookies until we're above $1. So we're probably even above $2, $2.50, something like that. And even then, we're just going to take small profits, let the rest of it ride throughout the rest of the cycle. Somebody was asking why I'm so bullish on Cookie. And I'm not the best with fundamentals, but Cookie DAO, essentially, it's an AI index, and it's like it's the best version of that in crypto. Okay, there's a lot of other things going on with it. It's very interesting, the project itself, and I've read the white paper several times, literally several times, because a lot of this stuff is like beyond me. If you want to understand it, maybe type in Cookie DAO Ivan on Tech. That's the YouTuber that I learned, or that first brought Cookie DAO to my attention. If it wasn't for him, I would not be aware that Cookie was a thing. Maybe I would if I saw it pumping and I'd take interest in it there. But Ivan on Tech, I like Ivan on Tech a lot, you guys. And he's pretty good. Not everything, he's not King Midas. Not everything he touched turns into gold, but he's pretty good with his calls. He knows what he's talking about. He's a programmer. He's a coder. And he's the one that put this, on attention for me. Therefore, for you guys, if you go to the website, because it doesn't say white paper here. Actually, if you go to the X, let's go to the website. I don't know if you go to the X page. Maybe if you go to the X page, you can find it too. I know it is on X. Oh, oops. We're going to trust this site. I don't think it's a scam. I don't think it is. I don't know if you guys can see that pop up either. This is my VPN pop up. If you could see that, that's just... It's not a scam. Okay, Cookie.fund's not a scam. It might be because it has a different domain than like a normal website. I don't know. But I know that there's no, I would assume that there's no viruses or anything on this. Man, they've updated it. Oh, it looks so much better. I love it, man. Yeah, anyways, if you go to, let's see here. Where is it? Would it be here? No, we don't want the day. Where is it? They used to make it so easy. Nope. Pools, sectors, voices. Run my numbers. Nope. Where is it? Huh. That is interesting. Let's look this up. Oh no, I can't. Those are just various cryptos. It used to not look like this. It used to look like something else. Let's go to Cookie. Let's go to their X and see, because they have it on their X somewhere. normally you can just find a white paper here. You can just click on it, but it's a little bit different. They have it not on like an official website. I mean, it's on this, but let's just see. Maybe we click on Linktree here. Cookie DAO's even got the pudgy penguins. Even Cookie's got the pudgies. Some people think I hate pudgy penguins. I don't hate it. I just don't. I don't think. No offense. I don't think that it's going to be a top performer of this cycle. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say that. I wouldn't be surprised if it outperformed the average coin. Just compared to the coins we talk about, I don't think it's going to outperform any of them. Really, it doesn't have the capacity to. No offense. Cookie will outperform Pangu a lot. You guys absolutely will. I'm trying to find. Interesting. I can't find it. That's not fun. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask Grok. We're going to ask Grok here. Come on, Grok. Please don't have anything bad. Please be good, Grok. Don't have... Okay, we're good. Can you pull up the Cookie DAO white paper for me, please? I'm hoping that he knows what I'm talking about. Because normally if you have a hard time finding things, you can always just grok it and he'll get you there, man. Most of the time. Very rarely lets me down, honestly, with that kind of stuff. I'm surprised that they don't have it accessible. You know, you used to be able to click it up here. There's something that you could have clicked. I can't find it now, though. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right places all the way down. Probably down here. Hold on. Tokenomics. There we go. That was so easy. Scroll all the way down. Cookie. Tokenomics. Damn. Wow. I feel silly. We're going to get into the TA a second, you guys. Okay, we're going to get into it in just a second. This is it. This is it, yeah, because it's on X. Yes. You scroll all the way down, you go to tokenomics, and this is it. So if you want to read about it, you want to get to the fundamentals, go through and read this. I've read this like literally 3 times. It looks like they've updated it a little bit. I might read it again on that note. But it's pretty interesting, some of the protocols they have in place on this thing, some of the things that you can do with this, and just everything from like the cookie points and staking to like buying and utilizing their service, subscribing essentially, right? The tokenomics aren't bad, especially not for this cycle. I think that it's fine. But yeah, you can scroll through and read all that stuff if you want to. Let's go back to Cookie and do some TA now, okay? That was a mess. I'm sorry. Maybe you can just skip through it all. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe someone leaves it in the comments. Skip through the mess at this mark in the video. 18.38 cents right now. Very, very bullish on the daily RSI. You've broken out of your downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows here. You had a blemish here. I wouldn't say that this is the downtrend. Yes, you still have lower highs overall, but I think it's very clear you've broken out of this. You look like you're forming an uptrend now. Higher lows, higher highs, that whole thing. I think you find support at the 50. Continue to move up. You'll get into the overbought zone. See some miraculous growth once that happens. You're probably going to figure yourself out until then, right? You might, I would think as you climb, you'll break out of this, but once you get into the overbought zone, that's when you'll be breaking out above 40 cents and higher. By the end of this month of July, I'm expecting that we will see prices around 50 to 60 cents for Cookie DAO, if not more. If not more, we will be at 50 to 60 cents by the end of July, if not more. And then going into August, we're going to be breaking out to new all-time highs, if not before then, right? And $1.65 to $3.90 will be the target area. I genuinely am suspicious right now, you guys, as to if Cookie DAO can indeed hit this $3.90 target. If it can pull a 20x off, I'm actually starting to believe that it will. But time will tell. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because at this point, you know, back here, I was very hesitant to call for that, because if we're looking at this move overall, the low to high, that was a 42x, okay? 42.4x. This move from a low all the way up there, that would put it over a 50x. I don't think we're going to get a bigger move than that. That was phenomenal. But over here, from this price, okay, yeah, I could see a 20x from here, right? It's a whole different ballpark now. We're in a whole different configuration now. It's not all part of the same move. And maybe it's not even a 40x or a 20x in one move from here, right? Maybe what we do is we'll move up, and then by the end of July, going into the end of July, beginning of August, we'll come down here, and then who knows, maybe even into September it takes us to get up here. But at some point in time, My expectation at a minimum would be $1.65. Maximum would be $3.90, maybe even higher. We've got a very low market cap with Cookie DAO, 108 million. Volume is spectacular. Everything about this thing is spectacular. I am going to reread the white paper, but it's very unique and it's more efficient. And from just from what I've learned about it, it seems like it's going to be the dominant crypto for this niche space in the AI sector. It's at least set up to do that. I don't know. But I think it has a lot of good stuff going on for it, man. And I really do think, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, if you want to stake Cookie, that's fine. Just make sure you're not staking for any amount of time that might exceed this bull market. Maybe stake for like the 30-day period, 60-day period, even 180-day period. I bet you're fine. But if you do that 360 or more, yeah, you're going to be sitting through the bear market. Which, to be completely fair, in the bear market, I wouldn't even be surprised if the price was actually, even at the lowest part of the bear market, we did not see these prices. We're probably going to return down to prices that are above this, right? I don't even know if we'll get below $1 in the bear market. Maybe we do, but not too much. But like we'll be at prices that are higher than this. So if you did want to stake for a full year, I mean, you get a lot more rewards that way. Lock it up however you want to do. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but there's other ways besides just investing. But if you're trying to buy and then sell at various places, take profits, buy back. If you want to do that, you're not going to have that capability unless you're not staked. Because when you stake, it's locked. It's not like Onyx coin. You can't just unlock it anytime you want. It's locked for a set amount of time. So inevitably, I do think Cookie DAO by the end of the cycle, which will probably be sometime in late 2025, like December, or I'm thinking really like March of 2026, March, April, May, somewhere in that time frame. We're going to be at $20 to $100 in price. I'm liking that in between right there at $46, $50. I got nothing else for you guys. This video was a bit of a mess. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.